Okay, guys, just correct this with your pencil, okay? All right, let's look. We're going to do what to simplify this? We're not solving because there's not an equal sign. We're simplifying. So what do I have to do first? Get rid of the parentheses. So I'm going to multiply by -4. I'm doing, what's that called? Starts with a D. Distributive. Good. So -3y minus 3x minus 4x minus 12y. Good. Now I have 4 terms. There are some terms that have the same variable. So x comes first, so I'm going to do my x's. What's -3x minus 4x? -7x. And then let's do like a little smile around my y's. What's -3 minus 12? -15y. I cannot do anything else. I have simplified it. I cannot combine x's and y's. Okay. Is everybody good on that first one? We all have it right. Now, that's -a, which is -1a, isn't it? But I need to go multiply the -3a by both of those terms in the parentheses. So I'll get -1a, yes, plus 3a squared. Why is it plus? Negative and a negative make a positive when you multiply. Good. Now what? Minus 12a. Okay? Now, 3a squared, there's not another 3a squared, so I'm going to put it first. I'm going to put my exponents in descending order. So 2 comes and then 1 if I'm going down. And so that's -1 minus 12. What is that? -13a. Guys, think money or football or even temperature. If it's, we don't understand negative temperatures, but lots of cities have negative temperatures, right? So if it's -1 degrees and it drops 12 more, now it's -13. You spent $1 in one store, you spent 12 in another store. You've spent $13. Football, lost a yard, lost 12 more. Okay. We good on those two? Who got both of those right? Okay. About half of you. Good deal. Now, when the bases are the same, what can we do to the exponents? When the bases are the same, what can we do to the exponents? What's the rule? Add them. This is a new skill we're trying to learn for next year. Guys, when the bases are exactly the same, then you can just add them. And what's -4 to the 8? $65,536 is what you should have gotten. Okay, who got that? Awesome. You just didn't want to say it out loud? Now, these bases are the same, so -2. What's -3 plus 4? 1. So what is that going to equal? -2. Guys, do we all know -3 plus 4 is 1? Hey, -3 plus 4 is 1. The signs are different, so you get the difference. Okay, now, Blake wants to rent a car for $15 a day. We're trying to find why the total cost is a function of X. That means we got to do something to X. What are we going to do to it? To find the total cost he owes? We're going to multiply by 15, right? X is the days. I need people participating. Come on, wake up. So how many days might he rent that car? Let's logically. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would I want to do 15, 16, 17, 18? He might rent it for that many days, but could I go graph it over here? No. So we have to think logically. Logically. Okay, so that's going to be what? 30, 45, 60. So I'm not going to graph 115 because I wouldn't know exactly where to put it. So 230 and 460. Hey, is this proportional? Why? How do I know it's proportional? I don't know it goes to the origin. Tell me, Jane. Okay. I need to hear the best thing possible. Thank you, Dylan. I've told you that about 3 days. I need to hear it is in the form y equals kx. That's what I want to hear. It's in the form y equals kx. Say it. In the form y equals kx. Awesome. Awesome. That's why it's proportional. We haven't graphed yet. You don't know if it goes through 0, 0 yet. I don't want to hear that. Okay, so now it does go through 0, 0. So I'm going to draw. And remember, I found, which I made mine too big to show you, but I can line mine up. Remember, you only need to make bitty, bitty points. Okay, what's the, oh, wait a minute. Whoa, I did something I shouldn't have done. Why do I not need to carry that line right through there? You're not going to rent it for negative days, are you? So we need to start thinking that because you're going to have to do that in algebra. You need to start thinking logically about the problem and what it means. So really, that doesn't need to, so you erase your line if it goes down in there. Now, it's going to keep going. There's another thing I shouldn't have done. And that is, can you rent the car for 1.5 days? No. 3.5 days? No. So really, it should be a dash line. So really, it should be dashed. Okay? So you know that it's only on the whole number amounts. It's discrete. This is a discrete graph. Okay? So, what's the slope? What's the y-intercept? 0, 0, or 0. Is it proportional? What's the slope? Why is it positive? It goes up, but 15 is positive. Don't make it too hard. Okay, now, I figured out what to do here. Did I tell you? I can't remember. Okay, I did second period. Look, guys, you see that line is bolder than that line? That's a little bit bolder print. So you come over here and look at the bold line over there. And that's the one we're looking for. So the bold line, is it proportional or non-proportional? Why not? Why is it non? Doesn't go through the origin. Is it linear or non-linear? Linear. Now look at that line that's a little bit slimmer. Less bold. Is it proportional? Yes. Is it linear? What does linear mean? Straight line. Okay, now look at the curved line. Is it proportional? No. It does go through 0, 0, but what's wrong with it? It's squiggly, I guess we call it. Squiggly, that's a good word. It's squiggly. It's not linear. So it's non-linear. Okay, now look at the Z. Is it proportional? No. Is it linear? No. Okay. Volume of a rectangular prism. On your formula chart, what formula do you see? Oh, I love it. Thank you for not saying BB. Oh, I'm training you right. Good deal. Area of the base times the height. The base, we can call this the base, can't we? Because it's the same as the top's the same as the bottom on a rectangular prism. So this is my base, which is a rectangle. How do we get area of a rectangle? Length times width or base times height. So I'm going to call it length times width. And then times the height. What's the height over here? Good. What's the length? Okay. And the width? Normally they tell you the length is the longest, a longer side. But that they really kind of messed up right there. That probably should be 3 and that 5. But it's kind of turned, so maybe this is longer. We can't really see the exact picture because it's 3D. So the length is, well, we'll call the length 3. It doesn't really matter because we're just multiplying those 3 numbers, aren't we? And what are we getting? Cubed, huh? Why is it cubed? It's volume. And we're filling it up. We're filling it up with cubic inches. Just had one. Where did I do? Oh, I think I took it back there. Okay. Now, lateral surface area. What's the formula? Perimeter of the base times the height. Perimeter of the base. So what is the perimeter of the base? Good. Why is it 16? 5 plus 3 is 8. Double it, 16. Yeah, per rim. Rim. Add around. And then the height is 9. So what'd you get? Inches. No. Squared, because you're doing surface area. Okay, a change in position or size. Dilation. A mirror view. I think we have this now, don't we? Total area of the surface.
Total surface area.
In 5 times 7 is 35. 35 is called the product. Awesome. Okay. All right. Now you're going to work on Pre-Algebra Builder 50. Who's already started on 50? Good. Good, good, good. Just start working. Make sure it's right, okay, guys?